Nehemiah 7. The exiles return. When the wall had been rebuilt and I had the doors installed, the gatekeepers, singers, and Levites were appointed. Then I put my brother Hanani in charge of Jerusalem, along with Hananiah, commander of the fortress, because he was a faithful man who feared God more than most. I said to them, "Do not open the gates of Jerusalem until the sun is hot, and let the doors be shut and securely fastened while the guards are on duty. Station the citizens of Jerusalem as guards, some at their posts and some at their homes." The city was large and spacious, but there were few people in it, and no houses had been built yet. Then my God put it into my mind to assemble the nobles, the officials, and the people to be registered by genealogy. I found the genealogical record of those who came back first, and I found the following written in it. These are the people of the province who went up among the captive exiles deported by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. Each of them returned to Jerusalem and Judah, to his own town. They came with Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Azariah, Ramiah, Nahamani, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispereth, Bigvai, Nehum, and Bana. The number of the Israelite men included: Parashah's descendants 2,172. Shephatiah's descendants 372. Arah's descendants 652. Pahat Moab's descendants. Jeshua's and Job's descendants 2,818. Elam's descendants 1,254. Zado's descendants 845. Zakkai's descendants 760. Binwi's descendants 648. Babai's descendants 628. Azjad's descendants 2,322. Adonikam's descendants 667. Bigvai's descendants 2,067. Adin's descendants 655. Ader's descendants, of Hezekiah 98. Hashem's descendants 328. Bezai's descendants 324. Hariphah's descendants 112. Gibeon's descendants 95. Bethlehem's and Netophismen 188. Anathoth's men 128. Beth-Azmaveth's men 42. Kiriath Jearim's, Chephirah's, and Beeroth's men 743. Ramah's and Gabah's men 621. Michmas's men 122. Bethel's and Ai's men 123. The other Nebo's men 52. The other Elam's people 1,254. Haram's people 320. Jericho's people 345. Lod's Hadid's and Ono's people 721. Sinah's people 3,930. The priests included: Jedaiah's descendants of the house of Jeshua 973. Immer's descendants 1,052. Pashhur's descendants 1,247. Haram's descendants 1,017. The Levites included: Jeshua's descendants, of Kadmiel. Hodavah's descendants 74. The singers included: Asaph's descendants 148. The gatekeepers included: Shallum's descendants, Ader's descendants, Talmon's descendants, Akub's descendants, Hadidah's descendants, Shobai's descendants 138. The temple servants included: Zihah's descendants, Hashupha's descendants, Tobiath's descendants, Kuros's descendants, Sia's descendants, Padon's descendants, Lebanah's descendants, Hagabah's descendants, Shalma's descendants, Hanan's descendants, Giddel's descendants, Gahar's descendants, Reaiah's descendants, Rezin's descendants, Nekadah's descendants, Gazam's descendants, Ua's descendants, Paseah's descendants, Basai's descendants, Munim's descendants, Nephishizim's descendants, Bakbuk's descendants, Hakuphah's descendants, Harhur's descendants, Bajlath's descendants, Mahidah's descendants, Harsha's descendants, Barkoz's descendants, Sisera's descendants, Timah's descendants, Neziah's descendants, Hadiphah's descendants. The descendants of Solomon's servants included: Sotai's descendants, Sepharith's descendants, Peridah's descendants, Jalah's descendants, Darkon's descendants, Giddel's descendants, Shephatiah's descendants, Hadal's descendants, Pochereth-Hazzabaim's descendants, Amon's descendants, all the temple servants, and the descendants of Solomon's servants 392. The following are those who came from Tel-Melah, Tel-Harsha, Cherub, Adon, and Immer, but were unable to prove that their ancestral families and their lineage were Israelite: Delaiah's descendants, Tobiah's descendants, and Nekadah's descendants 642. And from the priests, the descendants of Hobiah, the descendants of Hakaz, and the descendants of Barzillai who had taken a wife from the daughters of Barzillai the Gileadite and who bore their name. These searched for their entries in the genealogical records, but they could not be found, so they were disqualified from the priesthood. The governor ordered them not to eat the most holy things until there was a priest who could consult the Urim and Thummim. The whole combined assembly numbered 42,360. Not including their 7,337 male and female servants, as well as their 245 male and female singers. They had 736 horses, 245 mules, 435 camels, and 6,720 donkeys. Some of the family heads contributed to the project. The governor gave 1,000 gold coins, 50 bulls, and 530 priestly garments to the treasury. Some of the family heads gave 20,000 gold coins and 2,200 silver minas to the treasury for the project. The rest of the people gave 20,000 gold coins, 2,000 silver minas, and 67 priestly garments. The priests, Levites, gatekeepers, temple singers, some of the people, temple servants, and all Israel settled in their towns.